Imagine a world where the sound of the city fades into the background, replaced by the soft hum of crickets and the distant echo of a train whistle. Under a sky painted with the colors of a setting sun, our story begins in a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood. Here, behind a white picket fence, lives a beautiful dog named Lady, a sweet cocker spaniel with ears as soft as silk and eyes as deep as the night sky. But tonight, Lady's world is about to change forever, as the wind carries the scent of adventure, and with it, the arrival of someone who will turn her life upside down. A street-smart, rough around the edges mutt named Duke. Little does she know, Duke is about to take her on a journey that will challenge everything she knows about love, loyalty, and the meaning of home. Lady's life was perfect, or so she thought. She was the beloved pet of a kind and caring family. Her days were filled with the comfort of a warm bed, gourmet meals, and endless belly rubs. Every morning, Lady would wake to the sound of birds singing outside her window, and every night, she would fall asleep to the gentle hum of her owner's voices, feeling safe and secure. But even in this perfect world, Lady began to notice subtle changes. The once attentive owners now seemed distracted, their affection slowly drifting away. Lady didn't understand why. Had she done something wrong? Was she no longer loved? One day, a mysterious box arrived at the house. Lady watched with curiosity as her owners carefully opened it, revealing a tiny, wriggling creature inside, a baby. The little one was the apple of their eyes, and suddenly, Lady found herself pushed aside. She wasn't angry, just confused. The love that had once surrounded her now seemed distant, and Lady felt a pang of loneliness in her heart. That evening, as Lady sat alone in the backyard, pondering her new place in the family, she heard a rustle in the bushes. She stood up, ears perked, and out from the shadows emerged a dog unlike any she had ever seen, a scrappy, lean mutt with a mischievous glint in his eye. "Who are you?" Lady asked, her voice tinged with both curiosity and caution. "The name's Duke," the stranger replied with a sly grin. "And you must be Lady, the famous princess of this castle." Lady blushed at his words. "What are you doing here?" she questioned, unsure of his intentions. "I was just passing by when I caught a whiff of something interesting, loneliness," Duke said, sitting down beside her. "Why the long face, princess?" Lady hesitated but then shared her worries about being replaced by the new baby, about feeling like she no longer belonged. Duke listened patiently, his usual playful demeanor softening as he saw the sadness in Lady's eyes. "You know," Duke began, "there's a whole world out there, beyond this fence. A world where you don't have to worry about being loved or not, you just live, one day at a time." Lady looked at him, intrigued but hesitant. "But what about my family? My home?" "Home is wherever you feel free," Duke said with a wink. "Come on, princess! Let me show you what freedom feels like." Against her better judgment, Lady found herself following Duke as he led her out of the yard and into the bustling city. The streets were alive with sounds and smells that Lady had never experienced before. It was thrilling, yet terrifying. But with Duke by her side, she felt a strange sense of confidence, a feeling she hadn't had in a long time. Duke took Lady to places she had only ever dreamed of. They explored busy markets, dodged speeding cars, and even shared a plate of spaghetti at a little Italian restaurant in the heart of the city, an experience that made Lady's heart flutter with a warmth she hadn't felt in ages. As the night went on, Lady began to see the world through Duke's eyes, a world where every day was an adventure, where love was not something you waited for but something you found in the most unexpected places. But amidst the excitement, Lady couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. She missed the warmth of her bed, the sound of her owner's voices, and even the soft cooing of the baby. She realized that while she loved the thrill of the city, she still longed for the comfort of home. Just as Lady was about to voice her thoughts to Duke, they stumbled upon a dangerous situation. A group of stray dogs had cornered a little girl in an alley, barking and growling ferociously. Without thinking, Duke sprang into action, barking louder than Lady had ever heard him. He stood between the girl and the strays, his fur bristling with determination. Lady watched in awe as Duke bravely defended the child, His loyalty and courage shining through. It was in that moment that Lady realized something important: Duke wasn't just a carefree street dog. He was loyal, brave, and had a heart of gold. And it was then that Lady knew she had to return to her family, but not without Duke by her side. As the sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over the city, Lady and Duke made their way back to Lady's home. When they arrived, Lady's heart raced. Would her family still want her? Would they accept Duke? Lady squeezed through the gap in the fence, with Duke close behind. To her surprise, the door to the house opened, and out stepped her owner, tears of relief in their eyes. They scooped Lady up in their arms, holding her close, whispering words of love and apology. And then, they noticed Duke, standing there awkwardly, unsure of his place. But to Lady's delight, her owners welcomed him with open arms. They saw in Duke what Lady had seen, a loyal friend who had watched over their beloved pet and brought her home. From that day on, Duke became part of the family. He and Lady shared a bond that went beyond words, a bond forged in adventure, loyalty, and love. Lady taught Duke the comforts of home, while Duke showed Lady the thrill of the unknown. Together, they found a balance between the safety of the familiar and the excitement of the new. Lady's family grew to love Duke just as much as Lady did, and Duke, in turn, discovered that home wasn't just a place, it was the people, and dogs, you shared it with. He realized that he didn't have to choose between freedom and love, because with Lady by his side, he had found both. As the days turned into months, Lady and Duke's adventures became the stuff of legend in their neighborhood. They would explore the city by day and return to the warmth of their home by night, always together, always happy. And so, our story ends where it began, with Lady and Duke, side by side, watching the sunset over their little corner of the world. They had found something special in each other, a love that was as wild as the city streets and as comforting as the softest bed. Because in the end, it's not where you are, but who you're with that truly makes a home. If you enjoyed the story of Lady and Duke, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more heartwarming tales, and leave a comment below about your favorite part. See you in the next adventure!